and we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the, well, technically this is, it is, but it isn't the final boss encounter. This is the final boss encounter, though, for Abby. So, yeah, this is the final boss encounter, or it's the, yeah, this is the big, the big finale. And by all means, it really is, because there will be the final confrontation, but this more or less acts as the real encounter, which means that there's actually a few different things to look at. So we're going to take a little bit of a deeper look, and we'll get in depth with the encounter for Abby versus Ellie in the confrontation, since the confrontation acts as the true, like, difficult fight, which has a few different mechanics and 3 unique stages and or phases, or what do you want to call them. Let me just make sure that my display is all good. I want to have everything on default, that's why. I think I have to have that up. Bring this back down. Everything should be on default. Alright, so we're going to take an in-depth look at what I consider to be the ultimate encounter. You know, the biggest encounter in the game. It's not the last encounter, but it sort of serves as the last encounter, basically. It's like the final, the big fight. And, therefore, there's a lot of different mechanics involved. So, with the confrontation, as we move forward, I'm going to talk about our different phases, as it's not just, like a simple melee brawl, or, a simple, infected fight, or skirmish. This is completely different than anything we fought before, and can come off as rather tricky. There are many different realistic approaches they take with this encounter, which I like. And not just this encounter, a lot of things in this game were realistic, but this more so than any, I think. They did a really good job with it. Abby is going to find herself, after the chase sequence, unarmed and vulnerable, in which case Ellie will be armed, Abby will be unarmed. So Ellie will be basically well armed and constantly on the move during the first phase. A direct approach will only invite Ellie to immediately either stab her with a machete, gut, and gouge into her. But if you're from a distance, she'll generally just use her pistol and shoot you back. So, and this will only progressively get worse as the next stage comes around. But the ideal here is just don't approach directly toward her when you're approaching her. The best way to do this in the first phase, since in the first phase, like I said, Ellie will be constantly on the move, tracking you down. So the goal is, in the first phase, to make sure that she doesn't spot you. Basically, she acts like a predator. Like an infected, if you will. Basically, the key here is do not approach directly toward her, and keep your eye on her, utilizing listen mode. At the same time, you have to try to get as much space from her as possible right at the start of the fight, because like I said, she is literally hunting you down, and she's constantly on the move. She just keeps on moving. She doesn't stop. It's not until you actually instill some fear into her when you get, to assault her, that's at that point when she'll actually start to go ballistic and whip out the shotgun instead of the pistol, which is a tricky but also really easy phase, actually. In fact, all the phases can be done relatively easily, but again, one little mistake and you could end up fucking dead. So with the first phase, like I said, if she does surprise you, you will end up getting your throat sliced open with her switchblade. If you run directly toward her and fail to get the strike or hit, she will use a machete and cut into you, gouging your stomach, killing you immediately. If she spots you, she'll start shooting her pistol at you at any given moment. If she sees you or anything like that, from the side, from the front, no matter what, she will start pistol whipping you. So you don't want her to see you, and you want to basically be on the move. Don't lose track of Ellie. Utilize listen mode. As I said, Abby will be unarmed, so make use of all that she has, which is obviously her superior strength over Ellie. But remember, Ellie is fast. That's the one thing that she has. But she's just as fast as Abby. But Abby is, on the other hand, physically fit, so she can duck down real quick, get up real fast. She could jump and do leaps and stuff like that a lot faster than Ellie can. But Ellie can move quick. Think of it like Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. Donkey Kong Country. You know? Or Mario and Luigi. You know, it's like one is fast. One's faster but lighter and not as strong. Like faster and agile. The other one is stronger and more vital, and it's got more stamina. So she's like your Donkey Kong, basically. Donkey Kong, But yeah, you'll want to use her, because she's not slow either, but she doesn't run as fast as Ellie. That's the one thing I'll have to say. She does not run as fast as Ellie. She does have good dodges, though, that we can't perform right now because all of this is Ingrid's story. But she does have good dodges, so keep that in mind. But the key to winning the first phase is to make sure that you don't get spotted. Create a distance and a gap as soon as the fight begins. And once you have some distance between you and her, go in and out of listen mode to keep track of her, so that she doesn't either surprise you or, like I said, spot you in any way. Because once she spots you, then you're gonna have to start all over again. You could make this relatively painless by shooting off all the way to the back and then utilizing all the different you know, obstacles and stuff like that to get behind her as fast as possible. The sooner you just loop around behind her, and then you could just strike her from behind and get a surprise hit in. That's what you want to do. You gotta be quick about it. And this will immediately bring us into the next phase, where she'll become much more aggressive. In the second phase, after your first assault with Ellie, we'll now start keeping her distance, and we'll shoot Abby with her, they said it was a bolt rifle, but I think it's the shotgun. She uses the shotgun up close. If you get real close to her, now it's going to be instant death from shotgun shots or shells or whatever. So what you're going to have to look out for is getting impaled by the arrow and her shotgun, and she will shoot at you from a distance. I think that's the only time she uses her rifle, because during this phase overall, the things you're gonna have to watch out for is, again, don't approach her head on. This is only gonna result in your death by getting blown to bits with a shotgun. Now, if she spots you, instead of shooting the pistol, she has a number of other alternatives. She'll try to impale an arrow into you. So basically, overall, in this phase is identical to the first one, but you'll have access to bricks and bottles. And she can shoot rounds from the rifle at range, while trying to impale arrows into Abby when spotted. And then when you're impaled with the arrow, she'll generally try to get a couple of shots in. So if you're at distance, don't get spotted. If you're spotted and you're somewhat close to her in the open, she'll, like I said, generally she'll impale you with arrows. While you're impaled, she'll try to get a couple of shots in with the rifle. If you ever go right up towards her, that's instant death. So you gotta look out for those three things. So remember that Ellie can still use her switchblade from behind as well, though she's more likely to keep distance because, well, as the fight continues, she actually keeps her distance more and more, using different things. And she only uses the rifle, like I said, from a distance. Seems like she uses the arrows more. But this is just all the stuff that she's capable of doing. I'm just, like, you might not even see her use the rifle, depending on how fast you get through it. I'm just going through everything that she does. So, then, now in phase 3, Ellie will now become extremely cautious. And at this point, she'll deploy trap mines and toss Molotovs to expose you of your location. So, basically, you don't want to remain in any one location for long, because you can expect that she'll be tossing a Molotov. Try to... The two things that trigger her to toss Molotovs is when either she can't find you, so in other words, if you linger for long periods, or if she spots you, sometimes she'll throw a Molotov. Generally though, it's if she can't find you for long periods of time, she'll toss Molotovs. Or if she has a hunch that she spotted you, she may throw a Molotov. Now, the most dangerous part of this stage is going to be the trap mines. Ellie sets trap mines, which will instantly kill Abby. Now, these are placed randomly, though generally they are around where Ellie's going to be posted up. I mean, obviously not right next to it, but they're generally set up so that they could protect her, obviously. So she becomes more defensive. But do note that you could actually utilize the bricks and bottles to set them off, which could clear them out of your way and also distract Ellie in the interim. So all this stuff could be used to your advantage. Now, you might not see all of it, like I said. Like, it's not a guarantee you're going to see her shoot off a Molotov. It's not a guarantee that you're going to see her lay down a trap mine, but more or less, you'll most likely see that. I just wanted to put down everything that she does. I wrote a little thing about all the things that she does. With the first phase, only utilizing the pistol. And that's it. And of course, machete. And switchblade, I guess. So I'm just gonna put that in, since it's one of the things that she does. Yep. I like to draw like little pictures. The pistol. 9mm, obviously. The 9mm is her weapon. Unfortunately, you'll be completely unarmed, so we'll just have to deal with that, I guess. Unfortunately. Ain't nothing we could do about that, though. Alright, now... and her famous switchblade. I'm just drawing a picture of it. It's kind of cool. That's what really stood out to me in this fight the most, I think. That's how realistic it was. Alright. So, when you're ready, we're gonna head in. We're gonna get started. Where's, oh, okay. So, I even put a couple of things here. Some icons. It seems like each phase, she seems to step up her game by 2 different weapons. For example, in phase 1, she primarily uses the shotgun and the switchblade. Phase 2, she steps it up to the long gun and the bow and arrow, the arrows. And then, of course, in phase 3, she resorts to her trap mines and her molotovs, her explosives and her incineraries. So with that, let's make our way forward. There should be a ladder somewhere. I think it's back here. There's only one way to go, by the way. Nothing else to do. So I'm not gonna dick around. Here we go.
Okay. Grab that ladder.
This is it.
Ready?
So, the thing is, you'll want to make sure that you keep an eye out for the flashing lights that the trap mines give off. I mean, that's a pretty obvious, you know. I mean, we played as Ellie, so we know what kind of, you know, tools she uses. We know we know her play style. We know how she moves around. You know, we were in her shoes, literally. So we know how she fights in combat. Since we fought as her, you know, in combat. We fought using her. But as this game seems to mainly be about Abby, it's now going to be up to us to take down the former protagonist, who then became the antagonist. Here we go. Ironically, this fight plays out like basically an infected.
Stay quiet now.
Because, and to even make it even more ironic, it's like a clicker fight, is what it's almost like. Basically, you can't allow it to get too close, And even when you do get to the next stage, the funny thing is, she even bites you, just like a clicker. And you can't make any noise. It's like, basically think of it as a clicker, but much, much more dangerous. It's a smart clicker. That's the ironic, I guess that's the irony, you know? I was thinking about it, and I was like, holy shit, you know? It's kind of weird. They're following us. Capitol Hill.
Tracking us.
But I still say that, is the main, antagonist of this game is realistically Tommy. As much as I like Tommy and everything, I think he is the real main antagonist when it's all said and done. Let's see this map here. Oh yeah, Nora. Look at this. Wow. That's amazeballs. Whiskey? What the hell does that mean, whiskey? Hotel, golf, medical center, scars, units, Yankee Hotel. The ones in red seem to be all the boss encounters, what I'm looking at here. That's what it looks like to me. See, Isaac, scars. That was a boss encounter. Hotel. Sniper report Tommy. Nora, which is like, that means the bloater and the Nora encounter. The stalker encounter. But the big ones are obviously in bold writing. So like this one, and this one. Alright. Now all we gotta do is take a look at this. You don't have to, but you probably should.
These really is.
So the best things like I could say is treading lightly is important. What the fuck? I don't remember this. Briggs. I don't remember that. I think they added that in because I just recently watched a video of my old playthrough. They didn't have that. Must have came with the patch. So during that, like I said, the third phase, you're gonna, you know, you're gonna have to watch out for those trap mines. But the advice I could give you is to tread lightly as you navigate the area, and always look for the flashing lights that are given off by trap mines. And like I said, note that the bottles and bricks can be used to set them off. But it seems like I guess the most intricate of the phases seem to be the second phase, because she opens up the battle with a shotgun. From that point onward, she will use arrows if you are spotted, which, if you are left in the open, she'll try to shoot you with her rifle. Get too close, she'll use the shotgun. And remember that Ellie could still use her switchblade from behind, though she's more likely, like I said, to keep her distance. So, relying mainly on her bow and arrow and her gun. Rifle from range, and again, if you go head on first, you're looking at death. Best things I can offer, though, and the best ways to go about this, is distracting Ellie with noise and keeping on the move. Even during the first phase, you could do this to a degree. Just don't directly approach her. And do not lose track of Ellie. But don't stay in listen mode too long either. Alright. Overall difficulty is probably 3 out of 5. And like most major encounters, we're not gonna have any health kits or anything like that. It's gonna be what we have, and that's it. Alright, let's get started.
Stay close.
So like I said, you're gonna want to go in and out of listen mode. Things that'll probably help, because of how fast Ellie is compared to Abby in terms of actual speed. You're gonna need to make use of like enhanced listen mode range, listen mode movement, listen mode clarity, etc.
Hands up. Back away from your shit. I said back up!
See Tommy, he's a bad guy. And she's no different.
Don't fucking turn around. Lev, keep your bow on.
Yep.
Get out of the ground.
Lev. I love Lev. He
Kill me
is
like
awesome.
a coward.
Yeah, I am. Fuck out of here.
You fucking people.
Dead. Ooh, almost dead.
Jesse, stand up!
Stand
Hands
up.
in the air, I shoot this one too.
Don't you do it, Ellie. Get out of here.
Stand up! Now!
Don't you fucking dare.
Shut the fuck up!
Shut the fuck up.
Alright, stop! Stop!
Mm-hmm.
Toss your weapon. Toss your weapon!
So she uses the revolver that I guess on us.
He did what he did to save me. There's no cure because of me. I am the one
I
you
got
want.
to see how this plays out. I know we're gonna have to chase her though.
You killed my friends.
Mm-hmm.
We let you both live.
You wasted.
You wasted it.
Wait! Get off of her!
She got shot. Bomb! Boom! Alright, she grabbed her revolver. Now be prepared, she may try to shoot at you. Stay down.
Stay here. Watch the exits. Don't let her leave.
See?
Don't you fucking run!
See what I mean? There's no HP or anything. You're gonna lose your gun anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference. Alright, where we gotta go now? Get these papers out of the way. There she is. I see her. Right, this is only the first part though. Technically that was the first part, but it's really, you know, you just gotta shoot at her. After this we're gonna lose our gun, and the real fun begins. Here she is. She's right there. Alright. Where is she? I can't.
Scared?
There she is. Oh wait. Alright, we got our eyes on. Okay.
Scared? Found you!
Dead. That was what I fucked up. I don't like that, the way they have that stupid turn. Yeah, I know not to attack Ellie head on. I almost had that. But I wasn't even trying to do that though, that's the thing. This is what I was trying to do. Is this. Watch. See? I feel like just restarting the encounter. I'm kind of pissed off that that happened. I don't know why she did, but she did that. I don't like the fact that she does that, what do you call it?
Abby!
See, I don't like that shit. It's annoying. What you gotta do is run back here, but I don't like the way she does those weird twists and turns and shit. Certain things I don't like in the movements. Like to do a backside, you have to press X, and it always fucks me up, like almost always. It almost always fucks me up, like every time. In a lot of fights it happens, actually.
And make this quick.
I had that last time. I should have had it, that's the thing. Like I said, what you want to do is you want to run all the way back here and stay real quiet for a good period of time.
Make this quick.
I'm gonna do this the right way, not the bullshit way. I don't know what happened there. She did that stupid spin move, which I really don't really like, and I don't ever really use it either. That's the thing, I never use it. Should disable it, honestly. I never use that spin move. It fucks me up so many times.
I know you're in here.
Stay in listen mode. So I'm trying to show you how this is done.
And make this quick.
Alright, we got our eyes on her. Where the
I know
fuck?
you're in here.
Shut up. All these stupid bright lights. Hate them. Using listen mode right now, it's like impossible to really do shit.
No, you're in here.
Where the fuck?
Scared?
That's her. Okay, there she is. I have to get over there without her seeing me. What the fuck? This is annoying, man. Fucking annoying. I just don't like this fight because of the way it plays out. It's annoying. If you get too close, she's gonna stab you. She's always walking all over the place too, that's another thing. She walks all over the goddamn...
Make it quick.
See? She's right over there, but... I have a plan I want to execute to do this the right way. And I had it before, but... Stupid fucking game. Did a stupid dodgeroo on me.
No, you're in here.
I hate this. I can't hear her.
Scared?
There she is. She's walking that way.
No, you're in here.
There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Well, I could have done that a lot quicker if we hadn't fucking, yeah, did all that shit. But that's the way to do it. just that she walks around in circles. It's hard to get her, but you have to get her from behind if you don't want to die or get hurt.
Motherfucker! Oh, got you! Get back here!
Oh shit. Shit, I'm dead. I'm gonna die. You gotta do it. This phase is really like simplistic, but you have to just hit her real quick. Wait, restart. Restart checkpoint. It's been a while since I did this.
Got you!
And I don't remember this part of the layout either. This sucks. There she is. Best place to be in the back. It's all these lights, they get in the way a lot. But this is a good place to be because it's health packets too. Uh-huh. I think I see her. Isn't that her? No. You just have to utilize listen mode in terms of its actual use listening. over there. There she is. There she is. Alright. She's gonna start setting up trap mines. Be careful.
Got you now.
She didn't set a trap line up, did she? I feel like there's a trap mine over there. There's gotta be. Oh, what the fuck? What? See what I mean? Bricks are just better. They're better than bottles. Bricks are so much better. If I had a brick, it would be a different story. Altogether, bricks are so much better than bottles, and thus harder to come by. I'm restarting the encounter. And there's a reason. It's because I'm trying to basically do it without dying. But nobody ever gave me the correct way to fight her. That's basically how you're supposed to do it, though. To do it fast and accurate. Now, during this next phase, though, you gotta make use of bricks for noise and, bottles for noise and bricks for you-know-what, for damage.
Motherfucker!
Oh shit. See, I'm not used to the layout of this area either, it's another thing. It's a The layout to me is all brand new.
For you.
It's a very confusing layout. And I'd say this is... It's either really simple or it could be really, really hard. It all depends.
Got you.
See? Restart. It's annoying because... It's because it's just a fucking... I'd say this may be one of the more difficult encounters. Definitely. But again, a key of thumb is to go into the back here. You're better off. And look around what's on the floor and whatnot.
Fucking coward!
There we go. That's what I was trying to do. And kaboosh! Now we just gotta keep pressing square. And we'll be good. Now will be the final encounter, the final part. We're both weak, and now she'll start setting up trap mines. Oh boy, now she's gonna set up trap mines. You have to keep your eyes open. Yep. You have to keep safe refuge. See? Shit. This is such a hard encounter, man. Really is. That's just a trap mine. Where the fuck is the goddamn bricks? She's setting up trap mines, man. She's gonna trap us in here if we're not quick enough. We don't have any ammunition. What's gonna detonate? Oh, what? That was stupid. Yeah, I saw it. I don't know what happened. Wait. What do we gotta do in the third phase again? I don't really remember. Again, I truly do think that bottles are better than bricks. They're not as useful. See, like, they're just kind of like, well, they're more good for noise, but they're not that good for like, damage. Bricks, though, hands down, are so much better. Here we go, we got her. We had to basically hit her from behind to stun her. We did it. It's hard though, it's not an easy encounter.
Stop! She had nothing to do with it.
Neither did Mel.
She's pregnant.
Good.
Good. Abby.
But she's the good guy in all this, so. But you see, you don't get to see everything that she does unless you stick around long enough. See how she could use Molotovs sometimes? So she does indeed use Molotovs. It's definitely the best way to fight her. What makes it hard is the glaring lights. And it makes it a very difficult encounter because of that. Because you really can't see, you know, anything really unless she starts talking or something. So you really have to utilize the listen mode as much as you possibly can. But I'm going to practice that encounter a little bit more. I still have a bit more to learn about it, I think. I just think in general, though, it is a pretty difficult encounter. It's tricky, in other words.
Hey, buddy. What's wrong?
But
I got you.
you're better off with bricks than bottles.
It's okay.
Bricks to throw at her, rather than bottles. Because bottles are not as useful as bricks. Bricks are good for damage, impact. You know, stun impact, and impact stun, because they'll be stunned longer, of longer duration. And glass bottles are better off used for making noise. Because bricks are more silent, but you ever heard the saying silent but deadly? And the other ones are noisy, but not very deadly. What do you think would hurt more? Getting hit in the head with a brick, or getting hit in the head with a glass bottle? People don't realize that though, but it's true. Glass bottles are meant and designed to make more noise. They're used for distractors. Bricks are primarily used for stunning. If you're going to throw at an enemy, or if you want to use it as a distractor. but bricks have more impact. Bottles make more noise.
You like these guys, huh? They got some crazy hair.
And that's just the truth.
Who's that handsome fellow, huh?
And with that, that is my, encounter. That's all the tips I could offer. Is that generally it seems to me that running to the back, like I said, as soon as battle starts, you'll want to run. Run as far away from her as possible. And try to make noise to trick her as soon as you possibly can. But again, it's really a Russian roulette type situation because, you could be doing everything right and, she might just turn around right at that moment and you get fucked. So there is a little bit of luck involved here, Even if you know how to do it, you still have a little bit of luck. There is a little bit of luck involved. Because like I said, she will randomly place down trap mines, randomly, generally as she walks around. Generally, and they stay there too, it's not like they go away. If you stay in the back room for too long during the last stage, she'll actually put trap mines almost all around if she knows that you're in there. You could guide her into certain areas with the glass bottles, but the bricks are primarily meant to be used so you could hit her with them. In fact, you could probably end the third stage if you could manage to get the brick, throw it at her immediately, and then strike her. But you'd have to use a brick. Bottle won't do it. It just won't work. Bottles, again, they're made for noise. Bricks are made for stunning. You could actually kill a clicker with a brick. At least I finally got to see her use a Molotov, though. I've never seen her use it in any of my fights with her. Right, you stick around long enough and you'll see her use almost everything. Other than explosive arrows. That's pretty cool, though. I finally got to see her use that. I knew she used Molotovs if she spots you. Or if you linger for too long.
Dina, I'm in the kitchen.
So yeah, I'll clip this video here.
Hey. Thanks for doing the dishes.
You can thank me by putting on some music.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Well, guys, I do hope you enjoyed the video. I put a lot of work into it. Though I did die a couple of times, it is not the easiest encounter, and it does take a little luck and practice. And it's probably the hardest encounter in the game. Regardless of what they say about the fucking Rat King. I still believe that Ellie's probably a little bit harder than the Rat King. Because of the setup, it's very tricky. It's a very tricky fight. It's the trickiest fight in the game, so yeah. But your best friends are going to be listen mode and crouching. You really just have to, you gotta get her from behind. It's not an easy thing, but the best way to do it is to hit her, strike her with a bottle, and boom, you can stun her for a longer period of time with bricks, so. Well, anyway, that's all for this video, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. Let's get some...
Fresh air.
Until next time, guys, this has been SteelyBoy89 with The Last of Us Part 2, and this was the confrontation boss encounter with Abby versus Ellie. Until next time, guys, we'll pick this up with Constance 2427 or some shit. But till then, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope some of these tips were helpful. And again, even if you do have a couple of fatalities, like I said, a lot of this is, luck. Because it really depends on where she's moving and whether or not she's going to hear you or not, or if she turns around in time. So it all depends. So, the most important thing is, though, to note is to give yourself some distance at the beginning of the fight. For each encounter, try to have a little distance is always good. Except for maybe the first encounter, you could afford to maybe just risk it, go around, and loop around and just, strike her. But again, it's luck. If she turns around and sees you, you're dead. So, but when in doubt, if you need to, always run toward the back. It's generally your safe spot until the third phase. That's when she'll start putting trap mines around. And once you run out of bricks and bottles to break those trap mines, you're gonna have trouble getting out of that back room. The trap mines can instantly kill you, so look for the flashes on the ground, try to keep your eye on her, and try not to let her out of your sight. And basically your best and quickest way to winning is getting a hold of a brick or a bottle, throwing at her, and striking her. Mainly a brick for the final phase though, but and with that concludes my video, guys. Thanks for watching, and join me next time as we pick this up again in my next broadcast and in my next video. Keep it gaming, and most importantly, keep it safe.